we had oriented the walls, we had laid out the wall orientation. So on this particular second part of the video, so this is what we have, the 3D of this. On this video, I'm just going to go through how you get to place your doors and the windows, so that at least you can able to come up with a seamless plan like right now. So back to the ground floor. So you have under design, you have different tabs. You have the wall tool, the column tool, but our interest is on the door tool. So I'm going to double click it, and once I click it, you're going to have different doors over here. You can have the arc doors depending on what you want to use, but I like using the 24. And from the 24, I'm going to set the seal to 0 to be 0. The seal to story 0 basically to be 0. This basically means that at what height do I want my door to start, and I want it to start at reference 0. I'm also going to vary the height of the door, because they said the height of our wall is 2500, assuming that I'm building a 10 course house, and each course being 2500, or each course being 250 millimeters, so that's basically 2500. So the standard height, setting it to 2500, so that later on I can go ahead and put the lintel. So from there we can go to the hinge door settings. In the door settings, we have the no grid. So under no grid, we have different variations of the door and models that you can use. You have the French leaves, the style 1, style 2. All of these you can be able to use, but basically I'm going to use style 15. Yeah, I can work with style 15. On the handle, you can use number 6. Right. From there, next I'm going to there are different models that you can use for the door, and there are different settings that you can use in order to improve on the appearance of your door. Next, I can go to the opening lines. I don't like using my plan with these opening lines, just like I did tell you about making your plan being clumsy. So I especially think that the opening line does a bit make your plan to be clumsy, so that's why I don't like using it. Next, we'll go to the model attributes. Now the model attributes, we are going to have a uniform door surface. Right click over there, but for the framing outside, I'm going to use mahogany. I want to use mahogany doors all through. So mahogany doors. I'm going to also now to do the casing. So yeah, casing outside. Oh yeah, I can do a casing of 50, or I can change this to 100, but I don't need a uniform casing unit. I only need the casing on the outside of the door to be 100. And the model of this particular casing, we can just go with glossy white at the moment. Press OK. So when I'm done with that, we'll have a door over here. We're going to have a door over here. We're going to have a door over here. It opens like that. So I have another door over here that opens in this direction. Manual. We also have another door over here that accesses you to the kitchen. This other door over here that accesses you to the master. We also are going to have a door here that gives you access to this bliss over there. We're also going to have another door over here. Basically, I think that's it for the internal doors. But before I do that, there is a wall over here that we forgot to do last time. So I'm going to extend this particular wall a distance of 1200 like that, and I'm using the inside face. inside face of this particular one, so to that particular point. And in order to use the same door setting, I just hold on to Alt and I go ahead and select my door so that I can use the similar door, the same door. So yeah, we have our WC over there, which basically is the clock room. Next, we can do is we need now to place the doors for the entry porch. The doors at the entry porch, they need to be different from the ones that we have inside from the one that we have inside the house. So I'm just going to go back to the door tool. I'll go back to the hinge door settings and we go to framing of the leaf type. I need to change this leaf type and go ahead and use just go ahead and use style number 18. Yeah, I can decide to use 18. Now in the model attributes, I'm going to change all of this instead of using mahogany instead, because internal security, yeah, I can decide to use ivory black instead. And also we need to change I need to change the thickness of this to maybe 1200. Since it's at the door, the entrance, it needs to be huge than the rest of the doors. So yeah, actually I should have used a double door over here instead of using door 24. Let me try to look for another door that I can use here. It's a double door. Door. Maybe use this. Yeah, I can use this one instead. You can use a distance of 1200 to a height of 2500. Into the settings and the grade, I can use this particular one. Maybe use style 43. And then maybe I can use handle 3. Model attributes, opening line. To avoid the clumsiness of the plan, I can read opening line. Uniform the surface, I'm using a very black. Then go to the casing outside. Uniform casing, no, we don't need uniform casing, it is to resist 100. And this other one still to 100. Other one we can maintain it at 50. No problem with that. Okay, also I've forgotten the model attributes of the casing. You can use a blue white stick. This white, okay. But can go ahead. That's how I do it. Right about there. But when you come to 3D, you have something like that. Now of the plan, you can try to orbit it so that you can see what you are coming up with. So yeah, that's right about there. Next, we can go ahead and do some windows. I don't think there's any other one. Okay, we do have another door over here that gives access to the back of the kitchen. Now for this one, now you can go back to door 24. You can use door 24 on this, but on this time we are going to change it back to what we had originally. We can use this design. What should I use? Yeah, I can use style 43 still. I use no without opening line, get rid of the opening line, then attributes. We can use a body black, uniform, and then for the casing inside, just change this back to 100. Model attributes. So for the casing, I'm just still going to use glossy white as I did earlier. Just press OK. And I want to use this particular door out here. That gives you access to the back porch. You also need to use the same door over here, as it gives you access to the DSQ. Yeah, I can disconnect this like this. Like that, but I need to drag this particular one to a distance of 300. So yeah, I also need to drag this particular one from here. Yeah, to there. But I need to use the same door. So just go you hold Alt if you want to use the same door. You basically hold Alt and then you're able to select the door. If it's a window, if it's a wall that you want to reuse it, you just hold on to Alt button. So I'm going to do another door over here. That gives me access to this room, so right over there, I also need to drag this. I'm going to split this into two. This particular wall over here, so that I can be able to get rid of it. Still using the split tool. Recall what we did say on my previous video. In order to use the split tool, you just basically select, you hold shift, you select your wall, and then you use this split tool over here to split your wall into individual elements. So that's what you have. Then you can get rid of this, so that it gives you access to your DSQ over there. But I kind of feel I should have dragged this tool somewhere, maybe over here. Let me do this instead of having this one over here. You can do a wall, the same wall from here, a distance of let's say even from here. Yeah, so that you have that access to your DSQ over there. Yeah. So I think now I'm done with the doors, so I can go ahead and do I do have an empty door that I need to place over here. So I'll just go back to the door tool and search on this particular tab over here, search empty, so that I'll have my empty doors over here. I'm going to use this arc door. The arc door, you still need to change it to a height of 2500, and therefore the thickness of inside to use a thickness of 1200 in terms of the dimensioning of this particular door. Okay, 1200 seems to be very big. Let me just use 900 instead of what we had originally. 900. Okay, so that we had this as our design over here. Yeah, so we can go to 3D just to see the progress of our plan. So yeah, this is the progress of our plan so far. This is what we do have over here. The master, yeah, but just proceed. Let's go ahead now and put the doors, the windows. So on the window tool, I'll just come disconnect the window tool over here. And I'm going to use window 24 at the moment. Prevent positioning. So recall that I did say that I'm using a height of 2500. So 2500, assuming that I'll start this particular and taking on cost to be 2250 millimeters. So if it's the door to the bedrooms, I can start it at a cost of 5. So 5 times 2500. So 5 times 250. That gives me 1250. So I can start this window to a height of 1250, and its remaining height will be 1250. So that later on I can come and go ahead and put the lintel. I can also vary this to a distance to a thickness of 1200. 1200. The basic window settings. We just go to the search options. So under the search options, I'm going to choose the HV grid, and we can decide to have it 4x4. The number of grids that we're going to have in this particular window, we can have vertically, you can have 4 and horizontally 4, but we'll go to 3D to see if it does improve on the appearance of the plan. If it doesn't, we can go ahead and vary the number of grids that we have over there. We can then go to the opening lines and get rid of this opening line right over there. We can then go to the model attributes. We go ahead and we can still use ivory black for the doors. And then we do the casing for it, the casing outside. Yeah, uniform casing. We don't need a uniform casing, so we can work with 100. For this one, you can work with it to be 50. That one, you can work with 100. Let's do it. Okay, something like that. But for the model attributes of the casing, we still need to use glossy white like we did earlier. So we just press OK. We do have a window over here. I do have a window over here. I have my window over there. Even in the kitchen, I do have a window over here. Which I can try to improve on its thickness instead, because as you can see, the lighting at this particular kitchen won't be adequate, so I can decide to vary the thickness of the window. Similar to this one at the master, I can decide to vary the thickness of this particular window. And we can use this one to be at maybe even 1800. Thickness of this particular window. Yeah, this one you can vary it to around 1200, maybe 1500, so that we can add on more light to this particular kitchen like that. We also have another window that you can use over here. similar window over there, similar to this one. I can also decide to vary it so that you can improve on lighting of the house. Remember, these days we want to conserve energy, and electricity bill is quite expensive. So in order to minimize expenses, we basically need to improve on adding a lot of natural light from the sun. So you can decide also put another window here on this particular room, just to maximize on the lighting of this room. And also I do have another window over here. It's able to improve on the lighting of that. The other window that I need to come up with is for the window for the WCs. You can first go to 3D to see the appearance of our window. Yeah, I think you can work with this one. Yeah, we can work with this. Yeah, we can work with this. We can go back to the ground floor. So as I was saying earlier, I need to come up with a special window for the WCs. The window for the WCs is a little bit smaller. So its height, giving it a height of 750 minus 2500, which is the height of our wall. We remain with 1750. We're going to have this bin 1750, and its width is 900. You can go now to the search options of this particular model, and basically you need only two, because having it as a family make it ambiguous. Just going to use two at the moment. With the opening lines, still need to get rid of it. For the model attributes, yeah, everything is just similar to what we had originally. So we are going to have a window right over here. So going to have another window right over here, and another window right over here for the WC. Also, I did forgot to put a door over here for accessibility to this WC. Remember what I did tell you earlier, guys. If you want to use the same door, you just hold on to the Alt button, and once it highlights your door, you just left click on your mouse, and you're able to use the same door. So we are going to have this door over here that gives you access to this WC. Yeah, I can open it in that direction. So yeah, that's what we have over there. We can go back to 3D to see our plan. Yeah, so those are the doors and the windows that we are using. I do have another window that I need to place over here. I can decide to maybe use this particular window, but on this time I'm going to change this anchor point, because at the moment you can see I'm trying to put a window on this particular wall, and at the moment I'm unable to. So you just go to this anchor point, and you can change the anchor point to 1, so that it's associated. It's able to associate with this. So basically, those are the windows that we have. Before I close this video, I want to do the slab. So yeah, this is basically what you have. Yeah, let's edit it like this. Yeah, let's just place the slab so that to improve on the appearance of this particular house. So in order to do the slab, I'm coming to the slab tool. Let me return to the ground floor. So I'm coming to this particular slab tool. I'm selecting this particular slab. So thickness of the slab, you're going to use 150. That's the thickness of the slab. For the models, the top surface, I'm going to use floorboards. So I like using floorboards 01. On the external, yeah, you can use that one. Yeah, you can activate this to that and that. Okay, so for the slab, I'm going to start from this particular point. Basically, what you get to do once you have selected your slab and you have keyed your settings of the slab, you can come and vary over here depending on whether you're drawing a rectangular slab, a polygon like the one I'm drawing right now. Since it's not of a definite figure, so I'm using the polygon tool. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to just drag this particular line to the edges of my house, just to be able to set out the boundaries of this slab. When I talk of boundaries, I mean where do I want this particular slab to cover, up to what point. I'm just going to cover that one up to this point, and this one similar to that. I'm going to have it like that. On this particular point, since we have a curve, you just have to come and shift to this circle so that you can gauge here to the curve that you need to draw. But at the moment, you can just go ahead and use the it straight. You'll just come and adjust that node. Right to the fireplace. So that's our slab over there. Let's see a bit, you can see it, but you can see it doesn't cover this particular arc that you have over here. So what I was saying is this: you can just come and drag this particular node over here, you curve it up to that point, so that you have it covering that particular point like that. So that when you orbit, you can see the slab, yeah, it's able to come up to that end of that, up to that arc that you have over there. But I want also to change this particular slab. First, let me create a new surface of the floorboard. So in order to create a new surface, you go to the option tool, then go to the element attributes, and then you go to surfaces. So under surfaces, you'll just come and select the surface that you want to create a new surface of. This was floorboard 1. Floorboard 1, under floorboard 1, we go to texture so that you can, and browse so that you can have the different textures that you can use for floorboard 1. So we have that one, we have that one. This one doesn't seem to be clear on me. And like this one specifically, maybe this one. You can use that one, this one. I need to use backward. Yeah, I like using this one. Let me use this one instead. So okay. So we create that new surface and we name it yeah, okay, let's just give it the name copy. Okay, let's press OK. So you come and you hold shift, you select your tab, press Ctrl T so that you go to the settings of this particular slab, and you change this to flowboard 01 so that you can have a different texture for the slab, and you add this as our texture. You can even try to explore just to see the progress of our plan. So this is the kind of slab that I was talking about. Yeah, let me use this one instead. It's kind of a organic kind of slab. Yeah, so yeah, that's what I was talking about. Let's go ahead and edit it. So yeah, that's our plan. So guys, that's the end of this video. Our next video, I'm going to cover how you get to press the ring beam or the lintel, and then we can go ahead and do the roof. But we still need to place objects over here, since this is the bedroom, the washroom over here, common washroom, bedroom, the lodge, the dining, the kitchen, the master. As you can see, the master is en suite, the entry porch, the kitchen, the DSQ over here. So on my next video, I'm just going to cover how you're going to place objects on this particular plan. Thank you guys for watching.